What's going on, my YouTube peeps, Facebook and Instagram friends? Here's another tutorial on the modification of your water lines that are going to be converted to use with your Nandolorian window cleaning DI system. I want to start with the plug that you are going to be using that's coming out. You're going to be attaching that plug to the quick connect that's coming out of your DI. And this is during transportation when you're not using your system. At the end of the day, when you're done using your system, you have to plug up that quick connect, because if you don't, there's going to be a little bit of water leaking out. The water that's still sitting inside of your filters, inside your housings, that water is going to drain out, and you don't want it to drain inside of your van. So since at the end of that line that's coming out of the DI outlet, there's going to be a 3/8 coupler quick connect. You're going to grab a 3/8 male with female threads on the opposite side, and then you're going to run over to your local warehouse supply store and you're going to pick up a plug. Standard threads, 3/8, and this one happens to have an Allen wrench head inside to allow you to secure this tightly. Make sure you put, make sure you put some sort of a Teflon tape on here just to keep it from leaking. And once you get it on there, use your Allen head wrench, secure that plug into the coupler here, and then you grab this at the end of your day, plug up your line, lock it up, and this is what it's going to look like. So you can leave the hose inside of your van. If you're outside your trailer, I mean, it's not a big issue, but I don't like leaks anywhere. So just plug it up, and that's that. All right. So now we're going to talk about how to convert your, if you do currently have 3/8 waterline hoses that you use for window cleaning, I'm assuming you probably have the garden hose threads on one side, and then you have the female thread on the other end, the one that hooks up to the spigot. If you don't, I'm going to show you if you purchase a brand new hose somewhere, obviously you're not going to get it with ends. If you can grab it with ends, even better. But the first things first, your leading hose. Now this is going to be completely up to you guys. What size hose do you guys want to use? You can use up to 300 feet on one system, one reel. The first thing that you're going to want to do is, if you purchase a hose that doesn't have no ends, which is your garden hose, your leading hose is going to have the male garden hose adapter with a 3/8 inch barb on it. You're going to grab that and you're going to put it in the hose and you're going to crimp it down. All right. And this is what it's going to look like once you have it all crimped down. It's up to you guys what you guys want to use. I currently use PEX clamps to tighten down all my hoses. Anything under 300 psi, I like to use PEX clamps. All right, so you use that. Now you have options when it comes to what valve do I use to hook up my water fed pole hose. A couple of years back, this is one of my old RHG valves. It's still in use. I think they were like $45 back then. And I still have it here. I still have some replaceable components, so that's why I still have it laying around. And I still use it. You can use this, and all you got to do is just crimp it on the end, but you only have a single user. Now there's a modification to that that's going to be a lot cheaper for you guys, where you can head on over to Home Depot. Remember, this is your leading hose. Every time you pull out hose off your reel, this is the first one you're going to pull off. You can go to Home Depot, pick up a Y shut off. I think these are under $10. Get it nice and tight on here, secure it down. Head on over to J Racing, pick these up. This is your adapter, your garden hose adapter with the 5/16 push fit. You're going to put one on each end. And off one single line, you can run 2 poles without a problem. One can be on the 3rd story, the other one on the 2nd floor. And all they got to do is just cut their water on and off by turning a valve here, on off. And that's it. All right, there you have it. Now, Your leading hose. We already talked that you're going to put your garden hose male adapter on here with the 3/8 barb. The end of this hose, which is going to be this one here, we are going to hook up a male quick connect. And how are we going to do that? We are going to use, first off, you're going to want to purchase some stainless steel parts. I don't like using brass because brass just tends to get ugly, green, black throughout the, especially if you guys are in a different state. I'm sure brass gets horrible out there. So stainless steel, same thing. This is a, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 3/8 barb. Yep, and 3/8 threads. All right, so you're gonna grab that. You're gonna slide it into, actually I already have one pre-built. There we go. You're gonna slide it into the hose. I don't think you have to heat up your hose to loosen it up. This should be more than enough. Just a little bit of elbow grease and you'll be good. All right, there we go. And then you attach your male connector. Make sure you put some thread, some Teflon tape on that. Obviously I got a plug on this one. Let me take this plug off. Go ahead and put your 3/8 connector on there, and that's what it's going to look like once you're done. So this is your leading hose. Any hose after this is going to be the same process with different connections. It's going to have a female on one end and a male on the end. That's going to go into your quick connect to your system, right? All right, so now we're going to work on my second hose. I have 100 feet right in the bottom. We're going to do just the opposite. Like I said, we'll feed the hose, the barb into the hose. Got my female quick connect on there. I'll go ahead and grab my PEX clamp. You see the PEX clamp, I have it on there. Get yourself a PEX crimping tool. Get it in the notch. There's a little light on the back. Once it gets tight, it'll light up. There it goes. That's nice and tight already. And there goes the finished product. All right. Now, the hose, the end to that hose is going to hook up to my system. It's going to have a male quick connect because the connection coming out of DI is female. And this is it. So make sure you guys study that. Make sure you guys route everything nice and you jot everything good. Don't confuse yourself. Make sure you pre-install your PEX clamps before you tie anything down, because trying to pull this bad boy, you're definitely going to have to heat up your hose if you don't want to cut it. Heat it up and yank it off and then redo it. Put your PEX clamp in. Get it on there. Make note of where the threads start. That way you want to clamp it right in between the first two middle ones. Not all the way on the top because it will slip off on you. Grab my PEX tool. Same thing. Start tightening. The light will turn on once it's nice and tight. There we go. And I'm done. That's 200 feet. Convert it to quick connects. And that's all you have. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. Until next time, the Nandolorian out. Peace out.